Hello my boys, I'm back. So we talked about the daughter of OSHABI ascendancy that we have for the region here, and now we're gonna talk about the rest. So if we scroll down, we have the Antiquarian for the Marauder. Let's start with these three nodes here because they have synergy one to each other and are related to Word. Yeah, in case you don't know what's Word in Path of Exile, maybe you came from Path of Exile 2, Word is an extra defensive layer that we have. You see, the moment I equipped some word items, for example, these random gloves here, I'm getting above the energy shield another bar with orange that gives me word. Basically, this word will absorb damage. The problem is once you get hit, these words get depleted to 0 and will need to recharge. And this word recharge by itself every 2 seconds. It was important to talk about that because of this node here, exhibit 377, because you gain word instead of 50% of armor and evasion rating from the equipped body armor. So you will want body armors with a lot of armor, a lot of evasion rating, or hybrids, armor and evasion rating, because 50% of those values will get converted into word. And you'll have a lot of word actually with that node. Keep in mind we have a similar effect on a belt in Path of Exile 1, which has exact same line. Basically they move this line from the belt and put it on an ascendancy node. Now let's talk about the next node, exhibit 390, which is powerful. 100% increased global defenses. So defenses in Path of Exile 1 are armor, evasion rating, energy shield, and word. Word also will get scaled by this node, even though it's not written here. So you'll get 100% word also. Faster restoration of word. So the word will restore faster. Once you get hit, this word will get depleted. Let me see if I can showcase it. Yeah, let's go into an area because I want to show it for all the sucky boys that have not played yet Path of Exile 1. Let's go here. You'll see once I get hit, the word will get depleted. You see, it get depleted and it will, you see, after some time it will get back up. 2 seconds I think it is. Now with that node here, the word number will go up. So instead on 148 it will double. And another thing that you need to keep in mind, it will restore faster. So instead of 2 seconds, 100% I'm thinking it will be 1 second. So you'll have the word faster. It's great. And the last one here, gain adrenaline for 10 seconds when your word breaks. Adrenaline, it's a very powerful buff. It gives you 100% increased damage, 25% increased attack, cast and movement speed, and 10% additional physical damage reduction. This is very, very powerful. Also keep in mind that you get it for 10 seconds. This is a long time. Yeah, and it's inevitable while you're doing maps, you will get hit and that will proc the free adrenaline. So these three nodes are great. You're not forced to scale out word. Let's say you don't have any word items. For example, you know, let's put it here. I'm not scaling word. Once you get hit, that word will get depleted and that will trigger the free adrenaline buff, which is very, very powerful in Path of Exile. Yeah, and for the word, you don't need to worry because you get it by default from this node here. So even if you're not scaling word, you're still getting a lot of value from this node. Now let's look at this cluster at the top. We have here your hits cannot be evaded with a downside. Actually, we already have this on a keystone inside the skill tree. It's here. Resolute technique, your hits cannot be evaded and you never deal critical strikes. Maybe in your build you want to deal critical strikes and you can take it. 50% reduced dexterity is not that of a big problem, and in case if it is, you can take Supreme Ostentation on the Timeless Jewel. That will ignore attribute requirements. You can take this if you want. And you can hit without problems, without scaling accuracy. Now we have this one, far shot. Usually this is for range attacks, especially bows. You deal more damage the farther away the enemy is. This is not that great, don't worry about it. Most likely it will not see a lot of play for this build archetype, for this ascendancy here. Yeah, I'm guessing that a lot of players will want to have a shield and they want to scale word, or maybe they will do strength stackers. We have this here, so don't worry about this one. Here, exhibit 1 to 6, gain 50% chance to block from equipped shield instead of the shield's value. Let me put my brain to work, so this will help you to cap your block chance easier. In case you want to go with a build that has also a shield, and keep in mind if you have pure block and some dodge, it will help you with the word. So most likely builds that will scale a lot of word numbers, so you have a high word number here, you will want to have dodge or block. Because if you're not getting hit, you will keep that word. And if you finally get hit, that word will protect your ass. Keep in mind that also for word, we have this flask here that will prevent the word from breaking while active. So I have the word active, let's say I get hit, this word will always be up, always mitigating damage. Yeah, it's a very potent flask actually, this one. It's only good if you're scaling word for high word numbers. Now we have this node here, 1000% increased stun and block recovery. This you already had on a jewel, which is called Immutable Force. This can roll up to 1000%. And this you want it for custom block builds. We also have that combo with Immutable Force, Blood Notch, and the Valyrium Ring. We use the Valyrium Ring for the last line. Strand Threshold is based on Energy Shield instead of life. This will make it that all the hits that we take will be stunning hits. And we recover the stunning hits very fast from this jewel, and this will help us to recover a lot of life. So while we're getting attacked, we recoup our life very fast, which is good. So you might want to drop this one if you take that node, because it's no longer needed. You'll have it 1000%, which is a great roll. It's the perfect thing that you can get. Now we have here 150 flat strength, and downside you have no intelligence. Maybe if you really need to have intelligence, you get Supreme Ostentation from the Timeless Jewel, this keystone, that will ignore attribute requirements. 150 strength, in my opinion, it's not enough. Especially because it has this downside, you have no intelligence. And some skill gems will require you to have intelligence, and it is what it is. So this is not a great skill node. Now let's take a look at this, 1% increased duration per 10 strength. Now we need to think about skill gems that benefit greatly from duration to justify these things. Things like Toxic Rain could benefit, or maybe even Spark. So Spark is a skill gem that benefits greatly from duration. But again, I cannot see this being viable in this particular Ascendancy class. So these two nodes in my eyes are not that great, are poo-poo. If you want to go for this one, 1000% increased stun and block recovery, it will force you to also take this one that removes intelligence. And this will cause problems for your skill gem setups. This is an interesting Ascendancy, but now let's talk about this beauty here, Surfcaster. There are a lot of guys that got hyped about this, and I will show you which are the most broken nodes. Very sexy, very nice. I don't know what GGG was thinking, because this node is just too powerful. You get 30% increased movement speed, 40% cast speed, attack speed, and damage. Basically, the movement speed is the most potent one, and 30% it's a lot. You're touched by a tormented illegal fisherman. So this is illegal. He crossed the border. Shh, he crossed the border. Attack speed, cast speed, and increased damage. Everything that you get here is for free. This is busted. In my opinion, it should be the first node that you take for this Ascendancy. It's too good. Now, there's another thing that caught my eyes very fast, is this one at the top. Enemies that you kill are shocked. Shocks you inflict spread to other enemies within 1.5 meters. As it is, you know, if the shock spread to other enemies, they will take increased damage by 50%, which is good. But people talk everywhere about that body armor that we have. It's called Impulsar Broken's Heart, that it's in Path of Exile 1. Oh, let me find it, this one. That will cause explosions. So when an enemy gets shocked and you kill it, it will trigger explosions that will clear everything on the screen. And people are hyped because you can clear everything very fast with any build. Another thing that's strong in my eyes is this one, Changing Seasons. All damage taken from hits will chill you. The effect of chill is reversed. We actually have a ring in Path of Exile called Winter Weave that has the same thing. The effect of chill is reversed, but all damage taken from hits can chill you. So this is a guaranteed chill. In case you don't know, chill effects lowered your action speed by 30%, but because the effect of chill is reversed, you will get up to 30 action speed for free, and this can be scaled up further. Check this beauty here, increased effect of non-damaging elements. Chilled, it's a non-damaging element, so you can scale this action speed boost up further with certain nodes and items. So keep that in mind. We also have some conversion here, 100% of lightning damage is converted to cold damage, and your cold damage can shock. Basically, it forces you to take. So if you want to go for these nodes here, it forces you to take this one for the conversion. It's interesting. We also have this one, Glacial Wave. Basically, the more you will scale chill effects, it will make you tankier and it will make you deal more damage against enemies. This is how it works here. You can scale chill effects, I explained, taking these nodes like this one that increase the effect of non-damaging elements. Blind Bound here, 50% chance to freeze enemies for 1 second when they hit you. But the problem is you will kill the enemy so fast that they will barely hit you. This is a waste in my opinion, because you will barely get hit. Yeah, especially if you use the Impulsa setup. All the screen will go bye-bye, so this one is not that great. Enemies you freeze remain frozen for at least 1 second. So this guarantees that they get frozen for 1 second, but again, you will barely get hit, so this is not that great. Blind Bound is not that great. Ghost of the Deep, I explained, this is broken as fuck. And here it's something interesting. I think that GGG tried to troll a little with these nodes here. So we have 50% more cast speed while holding a fishing rod. All hits are critical strikes while holding a fishing rod. Yeah. So you need to understand that this is a fishing rod, which is a troll item in Path of X. If you're gonna equip a fishing rod, you will notice that doesn't have any useful modifiers on it. It's a wasted slot. Nobody will take this. Maybe for guaranteed critical strikes, we will see maybe a custom crit setup. I can't see this being viable. You think you want them, but you don't. Here we have sea legs, 30% cold and lightning resistances. It's okay, critical strike chances increased by overcapped lightning resistance. So the more lightning resistance you have, the more critical chance you have. It's good. Evasion rating is increased by overcapped cold resistance. Similar here, you're scaling a lot of cold resistance and you're getting more evasion rating. The only thing that I would personally scale here, it's lightning resistance, so I have more critical strike chance. This is a very strong ascendancy. Well, that's about it. I need to take a break because my throat hurts really badly, and it's because of my sinuses. You know, they affect my throat. So I'll go take a break. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the day. Be blessed. Good luck.